This message is produced by truthfromgod.com, which is one of hundreds of messages that can be read, heard, and watched at truthfromgod.com. Quality Education, published in the Battle Axe, issue 103, August 1976. Last year, there were 8,568 rapes, 11,160 armed robberies, 256,000 burglaries, more than 100 killings, and 189,332 major assaults in schools. These problems have always existed in the schools, and now have been transplanted into every neighborhood in America. Such savage acts of violence were unheard of until were transported to schools. Paul Harvey said, "Civilized institutions are built by civilized men to be smashed by barbarians." The classroom has been transformed from the atmosphere of scholarship to the environment of the every element of barbarism is extolled in the most honorable terms. There is an abundance of courses offered, from magic to the most primitive art forms. In this cesspool of bigotry, not one course is offered which proclaims the merits and high culture of the pendulum is swinging to the other side. Instead of the plan of compulsory tolerance succeeding, the students are brutally realizing that social equality is only a sham, that tolerance creates turmoil. What our youth see is in stark contrast to what they've been taught. The fairy tales vanish in the heat of reality. Experience outweighs hypothesis. Theories of tolerance, platitudes, and pie in the sky. The Jews were not content to degrade the educational institution to the level of the but also were compelled through egomania to inject their own poisonous venom. Their goal of the universities could be successful only after secularizing the lower schools. This program of bringing the universities under the complete domain of studies was revealed by and councilman at a dinner hosted by Harvard University March 31st at the Beverly Hills Hotel. This dinner was to launch a $15 million program to establish the Harvard University Center for Studies. Wilshire Press, April 8, 1976. Not only must our rise up and evict all such alien programs, but also establish classes of these classes must glorify and honor the greatest advancements that our race brought to such a primitive world. Men such as Michelangelo, Raphael, and Leonardo da Vinci must again paint the vivid pictures of the destiny of Beethoven, Handel, and Wagner must stir the chords of vibrant music that extol our people to heights of splendor. Shakespeare, Milton, Thoreau, Dixon, and Melville must be the champions of the literary style which will bring forth truth in the clear expression of living literature. all the glories which our was built must again be extolled with the highest praise, while those who seek to distort and to undermine our great history are driven from our midst. These distorters have been the parasites which have sucked the life's blood from our nation, and while being physically within, they remain spiritually without. Before we can have true education, we must take a catharsis and expel these parasites from our body. The truths of biblical scripture must be the foundation stones upon which all quality education rests. This message is produced by truthfromgod.com, which is one of hundreds of messages that can be read, heard, and watched at truthfromgod.com.